whatever day you're in. we are Wow, we are only like 5, 4, whatever we are away from the new trailer. We are 4 or 5 days, whatever we are away from Jump Festa. We are 4 or 5 days away from some brand new information regarding what could be the best game ever made, the Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, today I had a fantastic day. Those of you guys watching Serial Lazio pulled off a fantastic comeback. I don't even know how we did it, but we did. And that day was made even better by all of this brand new information, which I, per usual, had no idea that we were going to go ahead and get. So, we got new screenshots. We got a few new little bit of text. We got, I think that's it for now. I don't think they've updated the soundtrack on their page, but they added a lot of brand new stuff today. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and give my reaction to the new trailer. Of course, I already have done so, but with other people. I haven't actually shown myself watching it. This will probably be my 800th time watching it, to be honest with you guys. I've watched this thing so many times, but I haven't done so on stream. And honestly, the more I watch these videos, the more I pick up on things. So we're going to begin with this. Of course, most of this trailer, we have the Shinra theme, of course, at the start now. Get an idea of what that sounds like.
So keep your distance.
What was his name again?
Cloud Strife. This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money.
Once again, the interactions are just fantastic. I also really like that when we go ahead and blow up a reactor, however many more, they may add more actors that we blow up, you get a citizen's perspective, because you have to realize that you're destroying an entire economy, killing thousands of people in the process. So I like that they add that. It has more weight to it than it did in the original.
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds.
Okay, that was pretty cool. You weren't thinking of leaving Midgar anytime soon, were you?
That is the best girl of the mainline series.
Seems this old friend of mine's in a tight spot. A long time ago, I made a promise, so...
I'm really glad to have you back, Cloud. Really glad.
And so are all of us. So if you compare this to the stuff from 2015, 2016, whatever, 2017, there is quite a bit of changes, and I am very, very much excited for seeing them. Anyways, I'm going to now go... pull up the stuff from today that has actually come out. Once again, let me know how audio is. I'm going to be playing music in the back. We're back on Nova Crystallis. Aaron Van Duyn going off as always. Alright, let's begin. Square Enix has released a new set of screenshots for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. This includes President Shinra Heidegger, Roach, I don't know how they're going to go ahead and pronounce that. We're going to go ahead and call that, we're just going to call him Roach for now. Aris battle techniques, the train graveyard, and the Shinra building. We also get some updated versions of classic key artwork. More on that in a little bit. New details give us a closer look at the new designs, the new summon. We also learn more about some of the elements, more about Roche, and the train graveyard. Let us begin. Sephiroth, right? Who's this guy? Sephiroth is famed as the finest member of Shinra's elite. He's elite soldier unit. His gallant efforts in the war with Wutai made him a national hero, and he's inspired many a brave youth to join soldier. Sephiroth is believed to have died, but there might be more to the story than just that. I wonder. We get a brand new high-res look at that. It is wonderful of him at the Shinra Tower. Just beautiful artwork. Just look at the detail here. Just look at it. The Masamune looks absolutely stunning. He still has a soldier first class, his fatigues, and he's left-handed as always. Of course, they're staying true to the lore. Next up, we got Mr. President Shinra. The current president of the Shinra Electric Power Company raised the company from a small arms manufacturer to a massively powerful conglomerate. He can be generous, but when it comes to business, he's ruthless. He's willing to use cutthroat business tactics to make profit at any means necessary. Got a high-res look at Mr. Shinra. And Heidegger. The Horse Laugh. As well as being the director of public security, Heidegger has been President Shinra's right-hand man since the early days of the company. He's just as ruthless as Shinra and will do anything to get what he wants, even sacrifice his own subordinates. He's trusted implicitly by President Shinra, and this has made the public security the most powerful department within the company. They kept a scar. Just look at the detail. Just drink this in. It's just beautiful. And Roche. This 3C, which is third class soldier, turned rebel. Huh. Maybe he's not a soldier anymore. He has the Zack sword from Soldier, so we'll see about that. He's known as the Speed Demon. He loves bikes, speed, and anyone who can give him a challenge. His comrades, however, don't like him. He constantly squeals his rear tire and make him choke on burnt rubber. If it looks very similar to Zack as a third class, got the Zack third class sword, Shinra belt, regular third class fatigues. Now we got Aerith in battle. These next screenshots demonstrate how Aerith fights. A press of the square button will make her launch a ranged magic attack. By pressing it in repeatedly, or rather holding, successive attacks can be unleashed, and in addition to this, the number of targets hit. These attacks will cover a large variety. You got a fight in the train graveyard here. You got Cloud Tifa and Aerith. You can see the guard stick. Looks like she has the lock on. And once again, it just looks so fantastic. I don't necessarily understand why you could see the sky there. The train graveyard should be under the plate. Unless this is the plate up here, and you're seeing just beyond Midgar. Huh. Okay. I could be wrong on that. By pressing triangle by pressing triangle, she will unlock her ability Tempest. Oh. Okay, here's the plate. Okay. More on this later for spoiler territory. I wonder if maybe I now understand why we could see the sky. This may take place at the very end of the game. Oh, there's that dragon thing too that was in the train graveyard. You can also charge the enemy by attacking the triangle button. A maximum charge will make it explode. Oh, it just looks so good. It just looks so good. Aerith's unique abilities, we have one called Soul Drain. This allows her to absorb MP. Using this skill will be necessary in long and tough fights. We got that one against Rude there. Lustrous Shield. This ability allows her to summon a magical barrier which will keep enemies at bay. Okay, that is really, really nice looking. Also, this is super late game. Provided everyone's sitting at 4k HP, the train graveyard they're sitting at about 2, so Shiva, a very cool summon. Alright. Characters in the Final Fantasy VII Remake can use summon materia, orbs that let them summon an intensely powerful ally. The Queen of Ice Shiva is one such. The frosty figure gives an icy glare to enemies and a loving smile to allies. She skates around the battlefield and manipulates the air to freeze enemies in the blink of an eye. Once summoned, Shiva automatically fights, but you could also issue commands to make her use specific abilities. Heavenly Strikes create a giant glacier and it smashes it down into its opponent! Exclamation point. This thing's called Eldiger or something like that. As you can see there, it's about to use Blizzaga on it pretty much. Summons are governed by a special god. When it's empty, they'll disappear, but before they leave, they just deliver an especially powerful move. Shiva's case, of course, Diamond Dust. A move many of the fans of Final Fantasy will remember. Of course we will. Shiva encases enemies in ice and then shatters them with the Snap. And it looks like they kept that. The Train Graveyard. 7 Remake takes many locations from the original game and redesigns and reinterprets them into adding additional depth. The story is more detailed with more dialogue, story sequences, and greater portrayal of citizens. The Train Yard Graveyard is a perfect example of this. Originally used during the construction of Midgard, this area has since become a junkyard for old and abandoned trains. Strong winds make the rusting carriages creak and groan. The odd high-pitched sounds echo over this area. Once again, it looks like we got some art here. It looks like you might even be able to go and move the trains. Look at, you can! There's an entrance here. So they're keeping this very much close to the original. You may remember this location from the original Final Fantasy VII. There was no dialogue, but in the 7 remake, characters will talk to each other as they explore the maze of wreckage. We got a first look at the mini-map. Looks like you have an objective tier list. Cloud got the blue materia, so that is confirmed it will change. Tifa looks like she has a enemy skills materia, maybe steel or thief with the yellow there, green. Aerith doesn't have her guard stick out. Once again, the models just look fantastic, and Tifa's just based. Just the GOAT. Simple as. Looks like your allies are going to go ahead and glow a bright blue on the minimap. And maybe these are the footsteps that you've taken. This game also adds a new story with multiple events. I don't really know what's going on there. Got Aerith touching a something. And our second picture here, once again, looks like they're about to drive the train, if I'm not mistaken. The Shinra building. Here's another look at an area of the game. The headquarters of the Shinra Electric Power Company. 70-story skyscraper in the center of Midgar. Looks like they actually have watch patrols now. Very nice, because in the original, of course, they didn't have watch patrols for their own capital building. The Shinra soldiers look elite with the brand new helmets, brand new gear. They look ready to rumble. Up on the upper levels, you could find President Shinra and the directors, a memorial floor where you can learn about the history of Shinra. Alternatively, there's a visual entertainment center where you can see the latest technology. The first thing you'll see is the very now new expansive entrance. For those of you guys that have played Crisis Core, tell me how that looks. Tell me they didn't just reimagine Crisis Cores and just make it like 800 times better. Inside, you could take a look at some of the Shinra cars. Of course, we've also seen this in Crisis Core. Or to unwind, the relaxation floor. And now, here comes the big one, the gallery. About 20 some odd new images. I'm going to go ahead and fly through here. Got the new Shiva model. Once again, looks fantastic. We got this one already. How about this one? Anyone who played the original Final Fantasy VII or Crisis Core, we haven't gotten there yet, they'll remember this scene right here. This is one of the most instrumental scenes in all of video gaming. And while though we have not seen the front side yet, this just looks spec-frickin-tacular. Next up, we got Best Girl, aka Childhood Friend Route, aka the only girl in this game that you should pay any attention to. Up in a very, very famous Final Fantasy VII scene, one of the ones that sets the plot, the Promise scene. Of course, we haven't gotten to that yet. We will, though. Famous scene, just remember this. This was one of the key arts for the game back in 1996, 1997 when they were releasing all the promotional art. This is Nibelheim here in the background. Looks like they're going to keep the mountains. Of course, back there is going to be Mount Nibel. And you should get the water tower. This looks fantastic, you guys. Relaxation room. Got the entrance. Here is some Shiva in action. We got that one already. Got that one already. There's that lustrous shield. The spell drain. Got that one already. Got that one already. There's that zoom in of Roche that we saw. Heidegger. Shinra. Brand new Sephiroth render. Of course, this was from one of the E3 trailers. I think this was from the E3 trailer. The longer one. 5 minutes one. That event scene, another one, and lastly, a little bit more of Aerith there. So, how does this game look so visually stunning? He's a dude. Roche is a dude, bro. So, we'll see what happens, you guys. But that is going to do it for today's December update. I will be back on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whenever Final Fantasy VII Remake news is announced. You guys know I will be there. So, today's video is a little bit shorter. Of course, I'm going to be there for Symphonic Rain coming up. But until then, I'll see you guys. Lasting impression here. I have no idea what we're going to see on whenever Jump Festa announces their 7 Remake stuff. Do I think we're going to get a new trailer? Yeah, they've already confirmed so. Now, the big question at hand is, are we going to be getting a playable demo? And honestly, you guys, I think we are. And I have only one reasoning behind this, okay? Put on your tinfoil hats. For 7 Remake, it's everything, right? If you go to a festival, a gaming festival, E3, if you go to TGS, if you go to, even Comic-Con had it, there is a playable Final Fantasy VII demo, which makes sense, you guys. This is one of the most anticipated games of all time, okay? If you look at the Jump Festa, if you look at the Jump Festa lineup, okay, Final Fantasy VII Remake does not play a demo. There is no demo at Jump Festa for the 7 Remake. Now, the reason why, simply as, is because I think they're going to release the demo at the end of the trailer. They're either going to do a huge conference, similar to what we saw at TGS, show off like the squatting minigame, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, they're going to say, oh yeah, this game's going to be playable tonight, or something like that. Or they're going to have a trailer that says, downloadable now, download the demo now, download the demo tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. I think it's simple as. I think that's what's going to happen. That's the only way I could see that game not having a stage presence, because, of course, the Final Fantasy VII Remake is the one that all of us want to play, and them not capping on that doesn't make much sense. I know a lot of people are worried about leakers and data miners and stuff like that, but at this point, considering they're already working on Part 2 of the 7 Remake, I think that they had enough time to go ahead and put that stuff under lock. And every Final Fantasy game has had a demo of some sort, Platinum demo, or 15 in Japanese had the full episode demo or whatever it was called, in which you could play the game, like the first chapter of the game or something like that. So I think we're going to be getting a demo, and I think we're going to be doing so on Friday, Saturday, whenever. Of course, that'll be the next Final Fantasy update. Until next time, you guys, signing off. I will join some of you guys later for Symphonic Rain. I hope you guys have enjoyed all this new screenshots, this new content, and we'll be getting more soon. Later, guys. Have a nice one.